Good evening. There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between sanity and stupidity, between logical and loony, and it lies between the pit of a man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
In this episode, Mark from Press NH Now refuses to pay the dollar to film public records and then cries when a door is slammed in his face.
What's going on, everyone? This is Press NH Now over here today in Wethersfield, Vermont. We're going to be conducting a First Amendment audit to see if they respect our rights to film here in public. We are over at the Town Hall in Wethersfield, Vermont.
Yeah, but no, when you take a picture of a land record, no matter whatever means it is, there is a charge, and it's by state statute that we can charge. And that came in.
All right, well, let's go test that theory.
Go ahead.
Oh, I will.
When he says test that theory, he means he's going to do whatever he wants because he knows that no one can physically stop him, and if they call the police, he'll just run his mouth and then leave, so the police can't do anything either. Just letting you know in case you didn't catch that.
You have to sign in there, though.
I don't have to sign in to look at public records.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't think so.
No, you do have to sign in. You just won't because you're a piece of vermin and you think you're better than everyone else.
So I can't, so you're going to refuse me to go in there and inspect records if I don't give up my Fourth Amendment right?
I'm not making the connection here. The Fourth Amendment states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Telling you to sign your name is not an unreasonable search, and it's not an unreasonable seizure. Now, I can see how frauditors try to twist the First Amendment into claiming that they're part of the press, but I don't see where they can twist this one. Looks like I'll need my chili glasses to try to make sense of this. Hold on. Well, the only thing I can see in a very warped sense is the part about being secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects, if you take out the rest of it. Somehow, they take the words secure and papers and then twist it to read that they have a right to be secure when it comes to paper, which would include writing their name on it. That kind of makes a bit of sense to me because frauditors can't read or write, so of course they're against any type of paper that requires reading or writing. Other than that, I got nothing. Maybe I'm missing it. You let me know.
You don't have to put your whole name, just put a name. If you don't want to put your right name, I don't even know, so it doesn't matter.
I'd rather not sign my name. I don't want to be denied. See, this is where we fall into an issue here, and this is why I do what I do.
No, you do what you do because you're a weak person, and this is the only way you could ever be a total jerk without having it smacked right out of you.
Huh. Okay.
Glad you agree. Maybe now you can start to realize what a vermin you are. Not that it'll change anything, but admitting you have a problem is the first step, and maybe we can take it from there.
So, can I go inside that room and...
You can go in.
Okay. So, all right, let's go do that.
You can't do any work in here.
I can't do any work? What does that imply?
That would be me taking a picture. I mean, you can take a picture of things like this.
Yeah.
But to get into the land records and to get in my vital records or to get in anything else.
Yeah. So what is public record? All these?
Everything in here. Just about, no, I have some confidential stuff. Mostly everything in here is public record.
Okay, so I can't take this book out and look at it?
You can take it out and look at it,
Okay.
but you can't take a picture of it.
Okay. Let's take that
So
one.
let's move your camera.
Yeah. And what year is this? It should say volume 161.
October
So you're saying
21st.
I can't take a picture of it?
Now you want to be nice? Now stop it. Well, I don't get what you're not getting.
If I can come in here and see it with my eyes, then obviously I could take a picture of it.
You can for $1.
I can for $1. So I can't look at these records unless I pay you $1.
You can look at them. You
Yeah.
got to get this straight. You can look.
Yeah,
at
I could also record them because what I see with my eyes, you can't trespass my camera over my eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, she can't. No one can. Frauditor logic is just weird mumbo jumbo to everyone else. First of all, no one said anything about you being trespassed, so I think you were reading the wrong script from the wrong hand. Secondly, your camera can zoom in and record what it sees. Your eyes can't. So your eyes are not comparable to a camera. I'm just trying to educate you here.
No,
No?
not that.
So I'm allowed to look at this book, which is public record, but I can't take a picture of it unless you take my money. That doesn't make any sense. This is all public record. I could definitely take an inspection of it.
Take it up to Secretary of State's office.
Yeah. No, I'd rather look at the book.
Well, I don't mind you looking at the book.
All right, well, I'll grab another book and I'll take a look at that one.
Well, you're not taking a picture
Oh,
of
of course I am.
it. No, you're not, sir. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Because you're going against our rules. You're
Yeah,
going
well,
against
your
statute.
policy is not the law.
My policy is following Secretary of State's office law.
Okay, well, that's not a law. It's
It's
not
a
a law. I
state
can inspect
statute.
I can inspect a record and not have to pay for it.
You
I'm
can
not
look
asking you to
at
print it off.
I know.
All
but
right, so
you're
you
gonna
can't
have a
charge me
copy.
to look at it if I'm just looking at it.
Yes, she absolutely can charge you for it. Please show me the law that states she can't.
Same thing. A copy is a copy is a copy, no matter how
A copy that
look
you
at
make,
it.
not me.
No.
Yeah.
Real estate people.
Let me go talk to your town manager then. I'll go.
You go and talk to me.
Oh, I will. I will. But I did take a picture of it. I just want to put that on the record. I did take a picture and record it. But I will not be paying $1 for it. How you doing? Are you the town manager?
1 second, Edward.
Yeah, are you busy or?
Yeah, we're on a call right now.
You're on a call. Okay. I'm having a conflict in there about land records and taking a picture with my own camera, which is all public record. They're telling me I have to pay to take a picture with my own camera, which is an inspection. I don't have to pay for an inspection. So we're just having a little... She's closing the books on me and telling me I can't look at them and take pictures.
Brandon, state statute, $1 a copy, no matter how you make that copy. of the
No matter how she makes the copy.
I'm not making a copy. I
I'm not
don't have
either.
to make a
Yeah, I'm
copy.
making my own copy by an inspection with the camera.
Anybody that comes in and takes a picture of a land record, it's $1 charge. Of anybody, just like it was on the copy machine or on my phone or his phone or whatever.
Just anything in there. It's actually just the point.
He's just trying to make a point.
Yeah, I am.
That he should be able to.
That it's public record, it's publicly accessible.
Without me charging him, and it's state
She's also
statute.
telling me I have to sign in in order to go into that room too. It's a rule. Yeah, I don't have to follow your rules. I have to follow the law. If it's publicly accessible with public records, I'm allowed to go in there and I don't have to give up my right for my name to give that up in order to do so.
I think that's a question for town council.
I
Yeah.
think it's a question for Secretary of State's office.
Okay, we'll get on the phone with them then. But I'd like to go in there and inspect some records.
Then I'm done with you. We were very nice in the beginning.
Oh, I know. See, this is exactly why I do what I
This is
do.
what happens, and that's why you
I
do
know.
that.
I challenge your
All right, if you
policies.
don't follow my rules, I'm not following your rules.
I don't have to follow the rules. I have to follow the law, man. And I'm following the law. Don't close the door on me.
You have no problem being rude, but then cry when someone is rude in return. By the way, since you only believe in laws, state to me the law that says she can't close the door on you.
We're going to have an issue?
Hey, Edward, 1 second. I got something going on here.
She's locking the door to a publicly accessible area now because I'm recording.
1 second. Edward, can I give you a call back? Okay. Okay, sounds good. We'll do it. Bye-bye.
I prefer not to contact my attorney, but
So, what issue are you having again?
I'm not really having much of an issue. I think she is. She's not understanding the difference between policy and law.
Looks like it's time to educate again. First, let me start off with something simple. When your mother forbids you to come out of the basement, that's a policy, not a law, right? I mean, it's her house, so you have to follow her policy, so you do the walk of shame back to the basement. Well, it's the same here. It's their building, so they can make the policies. No, it's not your building. The government can prove they own a building. You have no proof that you own anything but a dirty sock that you sleep with in the basement. When you can prove that you own the building to a court of law, then you have a valid point. Until then, practice using your inner voice from now on. You sound really ignorant. And I rest my case.
Okay? I have a right to go in there and inspect those records. I have a right to take a copy of that record and inspect it with my camera, which is my First Amendment right. She's not going to tell me I can't do that and then try to charge me for my own picture. That's not how the law works.
Well, policies govern how everybody receives information, so
Law does.
so if the town clerk has a policy in place, that means the select board has set that policy.
But if the law trumps that policy, is what I'm saying. Law is law, policy is policy.
Okay, let's talk about the law. Let's talk about the part of the law that reads, "Nothing in this section shall exempt any person from paying fees otherwise established by law for obtaining copies of public records or documents, but if such fee is established for the copy, no additional cost or fees shall be charged." In other words, you are not exempt from paying the dollar. So wrestle out the dollar from your dirty sock and stop being such an ignorant, cheap.
Policy is not law. So what I'm saying is that if I go in there and I can inspect it, I can inspect a record without having to pay for it. If I could see it with my eyes, do I have to pay for it? So what's the difference between my camera?
So you're saying that Vermont law trumps Weathersfield policy?
Yeah, I can inspect a record, correct, without having to pay for it? I can look at the records in there and not pay for it, correct? Do I have to pay to go into that room and look at the records?
I know that you have to sign in and all the attorneys pay a fee to obtain copies of those records.
Yeah, if you send me a copy and make a photocopy, yes. But I'm also able to record in that room too.
But then when you record,
It's publicly accessible, right?
you're obtaining a copy of.
Can you say that one more time a little louder, please?
But then when you record, you're obtaining a copy of.
Exactly. Too bad Mark is too ignorant to understand that. What a shame.
I'm able to record in that room, correct?
Inside the town clerk's office?
No, inside of the records room.
Inside of the vault?
Yes. It's
I
publicly.
think as long as you go in there and you sign in and
So if I don't sign in, if I don't give up my right of my privacy, I can't go in that room?
it's a good question for our attorney. And I will ask him that.
It's common sense. I don't have to give up my rights in order to go look at public records. Come on.
I'm not sure if it's your right to go in there without following policy, though. I think policy.
I'm following the
governs-
Constitution, okay? The law of the land, okay? I don't have to give up my rights, my Fourth Amendment right, to sign in to that room. So therefore, if it's publicly accessible and anybody can go in there to look at the records, I could also obtain a copy with my camera, which is also my First Amendment right.
There's nothing wrong with your rights, and there's nothing wrong with you taking a picture. It's just policy.
Okay.
It states
Well, I already
statute.
took a picture, okay? And I also recorded, and I'm not going to be paying you $1 for it.
Then don't. Why don't you just leave?
No, I don't want to leave. I want to go back in there.
Maybe we get town council.
I want to go back in there,
Let's get
and I want to exercise my rights to look and inspect public records without being harassed and kicked out and locked out.
let's get the chief.
Get the chief.
We gotta get somebody.
I'm trying to
I don't
answer
want to
your
wait on
question.
your legal team to get the right answer here. I want to go in there.
Where's that? If you want to go in and follow the policy,
I'll go in there and I will video record and take pictures of any public records that I see accessible to the public.
I think you have to sign in and follow the policy.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Then you can call the chief of police.
Okay, we'll do.
But as of right now, I'm going to exercise my rights, and I'm going to inspect the records and go from there. Sorry.
He wants to go, he's just breaking my rules. Marion? Close the book. He won't. I don't care if he pays me $1.
I'm not paying you $1 to look at these records. It's all public record.
The dollar basically is to maintain it.
Well, the taxes already pay for that.
The funny thing is that he has no idea what he's reading. Actually, he's not even going to read it. He's just going to flip through the pages like he accomplished something. Which he did. He accomplished proving that he is a rude, ignorant, cheap, frauditor. Well, it sounds like I'm developing selective frauditor Tourette syndrome, so I'll end the video here. There was another 10 to 15 minutes of the bastard being a... Oops, sorry. Let me start again. There was another 10 to 15 minutes of the frauditor filming a bunch of records that he can't read or understand just because he's a... Oops, did it again. Sorry. Okay, last attempt. After the frauditor pretended to read, he stopped filming the records the minute an officer showed up, like the fake coward that he is, and then he walked around a bit, all the while spewing the rude crap he always does like a bad habit, and then he left. The end. I'm going to go grab some migraine medicine now. Okay, I think we all need this frauditor fatigue cooldown tonight. So, I present to you something so adorable that is just sure to bring your blood pressure back down. Please enjoy the meerkats.